Good morning, welcome to What I Ate Wednesday. I started off with some coffee while I got ready, and now we are making scrambled eggs. Start heating some onions up, and then we have our 2 yolks, or 2 eggs. We're gonna scramble. We put some pepper in it and some cumin, and then a little bit of milk, and just scrambling that up. Add it together, and then we're making ciabatta buns, or just half a ciabatta bun each in the toaster. What? So this is what breakfast looks like. And yeah. So today I'm going to be making Valentine's Day cookies as a little present for Dan. Of course, I'm probably gonna eat most of them, so present for me too. So I decided to do vegan cookies, so using coconut oil instead of any butter and no eggs, which of course is contradicting since I start this video with making eggs. But anyways, the vegan part is coming up later. So I got this recipe from ilovevegan.com. And yes, the cookie part takes a lot of time because it's like chilling and then letting it come to room temperature again and then cutting it. So anyways, I'm gonna get started right away as soon as I finish eating this. And then, so they'll also cool after all that, and then I can decorate. Alright, so it is cookie making time now, yay! First up, mixing my dry ingredients. I'm doing 2 cups plus a teaspoon of flour. Tablespoon, actually. Tablespoon baking powder. Half a teaspoon baking soda. And then just a little bit of salt. And just mixing that together. Now comes the fun part. So then in a large bowl, using coconut oil and then sugar. Obviously make sure that the sugar is vegan. There are some sugars that use up like animal bone ground up in there, so just pay attention to that. So then half a cup of coconut oil. I used 2 1/4 cups because it was just easier to scoop out. So you want it soft so you can scoop it, but you don't want it liquid. And then 3/4 cups plus 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. So now we're going to beat this for about 2 minutes, and then after we're going to add water and vanilla. Now I've beat it for 2 minutes, and you can see it is nice and light. So now adding 1/3 of a cup of water and a little bit of pure vanilla extract. And then just beating it again. I'm gradually gonna add my flour mixture and then beating all the way as well. So now it looks all kind of crumbly, but where you can easily mush it together into a form. So we're gonna do that for the whole thing. We're gonna wrap it up in plastic wrap. And then I'm actually gonna pop it in the freezer for an hour. It's really good. I like kind of flattening it out a little bit because when I take it out, it'll be rolling. I'll be rolling it out, so there we go. And then now, freezing this for an hour. I froze this for an hour and then took it out and let it sit at room temperature for about 45 minutes. I started off with 30 and it was just way too hard still, so then I did another 15, so 45 minutes. And now I'm going to roll it out between 2 sheets of parchment paper. I think I'm gonna do half of it. It should be about 1/4 of an inch thick. And then since they are take-home butter cookies, they are gonna rise and expand a little bit, so make sure there's space between. Probably didn't need to leave them quite that much space, but that's all right. So I'm just gonna do the same, roll this out again, and cut some more hearts. So now I'm gonna put it in the oven. The oven is set to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. While I was rolling out the rest of it, I popped these in the fridge for about 10 minutes, just so it didn't, or they don't completely just pour out while they bake. So now I'm gonna bake them for about 8 to 10 minutes. I left them in for 9 minutes. And, well, they're not really brown yet. All right, I'm gonna try one more minute. The edges should just start to be brown. All right, starting to see edges getting brown. You can see there. So those are gonna come out. They're still super soft, so I'm not going to take them off the pan. I'm gonna let them cool in the pan a little bit. You can see where there's like a big indent, that where there was a bit of a larger glob of the coconut oil. But some of them where it was nicely all broken down, those look perfect. So as those cookies are cooling now, and I might have had one or two to snack on, plus eaten some of the raw dough. Anyways, I realized that I don't do well with coconut oil. I haven't had them for ages, or then I used like a small amount, so I forgot. But it kind of makes my throat scratchy and sore. So now I remember that. I remember when I went through, what was that, bulletproof coffee or something, where you add a little bit of coconut milk in your coffee and shake, and it's amazing. Or not coconut milk, coconut oil. And it tastes so good, but then I'd always get a scratchy throat, and then I just stopped doing that and forgot about it. So I don't know, I've Googled it, and a lot of people have it, so I don't think it's like an allergy, but I don't, well, maybe it's the start of something. Anyways, so that's a shame. I'm hoping that, yeah, it hurts. I'm hoping that if I have more of them, because they're baked now, then maybe it was just like the raw dough that I shouldn't be eating anyways because of the raw flour. But anyways, I'm hoping that when they're baked, then it won't have so much of an effect. Maybe this is still from before. I am having some tea, peppermint tea, just to help soothe my throat. It kind of feels, it's not scratchy, it just feels sore. And kind of like a little pressure. So yes, it's a peppermint, Moroccan mint. Oh, Moroccan mint green tea. Oh well, it tastes very pepperminty. So I'm just going to have that, and actually I have to go just briefly out, walk the little dog that I frequent, just while the owner is at work. So I'm just gonna quickly go do that while these are cooling, and then coming home and going to be decorating them with icing. So for the icing, I did 2 cups of icing sugar, and then 3 tablespoons of soy milk, or this mine chose almond milk, the unsweetened vanilla. So just mixing this together. I did show myself filming, and then I saw that, oops, I didn't press record. So, but yeah, I just mixed 2 cups plus 3 tablespoons, and then we're going to add about 4 teaspoons of just plain white corn syrup. I'm not gonna measure this because it just gets tricky, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then mixing it again. So before I transfer this into little bowls that I'm going to color, I'm just gonna do some of them. Because it is just for Dan and I, I'm just gonna go like this. And then let it drip off. If I were making these for a party or something, then I would actually make the icing a little thicker to pipe a border, and then flood the center. But since it's just Dan and I, not that we're not important, but just to save time and energy and piping bags, just like that. I'm gonna do 2 big ones in white, and then maybe 2 small ones in white. Actually, I may just put the color in this. I think I'm gonna have pink, and I like purple. So actually, I could all do everything in one container. That would save time as well. We're gonna just do one of the red food coloring for now. Ooh. I'm hoping it does a nice pink color. Do I want to do one more? Alright, I'll do a little bit more. It's a small drop. No. I don't think you can do small drops when it comes to these little food coloring bottles. So, same idea. And since that does have some air bubbles, I'm just going to smooth it out with this little spatula. Perfect. Beautiful. So I think I added too much blue food coloring in that, then it started to separate, but that's fine. I like the blue the least anyways. Really, I should have stuck with pink and white, but again, it's the thought that counts. So I'm gonna let those dry completely, and then I'm going to write on the, I don't know, like the conversational hearts sayings like love you and be mine and all that kind of stuff. But they have to dry completely because I don't want to ruin them. So now, of course, I put them on the stove where I can't cook anything because I don't want to disturb them, but I can maybe slide them over. Because I'm gonna make some lunch now. For lunch, I'm going to be making a wrap. So since I already had eggs this morning, not egg wrap, I have a little bit of couscous there. And then just putting some boiling water, or just water from the Keurig in there. And then covering it. I only have this huge thing, but that's alright. We'll put this in the center. With my tea that's only half drunk. There we go. And I'm just let that sit for 5 minutes. And then I have a wrap, cucumber, and then yesterday I made cabbage, and then I did it with some curry spice and cumin. So I'm gonna heat this up and then put it in my wrap as well with the couscous. Alright, so that's what's in my wrap. Cucumber, the curried cabbage, and then the couscous. The couscous is super bland, but since the cabbage has so much flavor, that's alright. So I'm going to try to wrap this up nicely. And there we go, having this for lunch. I still like these cookies, even if they make my throat a little sore. I decided the blue ones don't look good, so I just have to eat them myself. I'm off to work now, just finishing steeping my tea. I have vanilla chai tea. And off to work now. So I just made a quick dressing with some mayonnaise, a little bit of sour cream, Dijon mustard, salt, pepper, lemon juice, and some apple cider vinegar. Oh, and a little bit of garlic too. So now I'm just gonna be mixing this, and then letting it sit and mix it again, and sit and mix it just for about like 10 minutes. And then here we have the portobello cap and avocado on it, an open face sandwich. And then we saved the stems because we were watching Guys Grocery Game on the weekend, and they used that, cooked them, added some like acid, like lemon juice, and it was like a take on scallops. I think it's just the shape, not really the texture or the taste. Well, maybe the texture, I don't know. Anyways, we thought we'd give it a try. Well, we should have done it today. Oh well, we'll maybe save them for tomorrow. We'll try that. But yes, I'm gonna do this and then serve up some of the coleslaw. And there we go. Oh, that's fantastic dinner. Coleslaw and the open face sandwich. Mushroom. So just eating this, and then I have to go work out. It's a challenge circuit or something. It's to see how long it takes you. Yes, so that's later today. But oh well. Anyways, enjoying this first. I finished a quick workout. It actually wasn't that hard today. Just warm up and cool down, and a challenge in the middle. So 6 different exercises, 24 reps each, just seeing how long it takes you, and then you can use that as a guide further down the program. Anyways, so just I put some blackcurrant concentrate in with my water. Oh, no. Anyways, just having that. Maybe I should do more squats. I'm going to have a bath and do everything a bit later, but right now I really want to finish those cookies. So, I've already washed my hands, so I'm just gonna go get started. So I'm taking the easy route out. They're not 100% dry because when I went to work, I stored them in a container. I did leave the cookie jar open, but yeah, the easy way out again because it is just for us. I'm using edible pens. I showed them to Dan and I was like, oh look, here, I'll write you a message. And then he looks at it and I'm like, that's right, I just did it in Sharpie. And he's like, you know, you shouldn't be eating that. I'm like, no. And then he was actually quite worried. And then I was like, no, they're edible. I just got these from Walmart because it was like $4 cheaper than getting them from Michael's. Anyways. So yes, going to make the cookies, decorating them with just little sayings. Yes, there's even less because I ate a couple more. I don't know how the red will work. I tried kind of the blue, works really well, but technically the conversation hearts have red. So let's start with a small one. Not bad. I have to press lightly because right there at the bottom of the D, I pressed a little bit too hard. Pass me. This one's not working. I'll eat this. I hate it when love is spelled wrong, but that's okay. I just did it. It's because the icing's not completely set. If I press too hard, because the top is set, but the bottom underneath isn't, so then it sinks in. Then there's ones like this where it looks like I wrote it in my own blood. As well as that and that. So those ones I will eat and not show him. But I got some good ones out of it. Oh dear, you and me. But anyways, that's just because the icing, yeah, is still not set. See, if I go like that, you can, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it makes a dent. Oh well. I might have had one more. But my throat feels okay right now. Obviously I just ate it, but I think it was that I had been eating the raw dough. Hopefully, because I really like these. So, for now they're like this. I think this can go. I will put them tomorrow on that plate and decorate them. But for now, I'm gonna sit like this. I'm gonna put the lid on them. I'm just impatient. Really, I should have just waited till tomorrow to decorate them, but oh well. Anyways, that is it tonight. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Friend Day to everyone. Yeah, we're not really doing anything for Valentine's Day. And I have dance class, so not much is going on, but it's still fun, any excuse to bake, and I wanted to try a recipe using the coconut oil. My next project is trying to find a recipe that uses coconut flour, because I have a ton of that. So I'm trying, I also have that huge tub, and I have a smaller tub as well of coconut oil. So that's why I'm trying to use it up. But I've tried baking with, or maybe it was a baking, yeah, I have tried baking with coconut flour, and it is tricky because the amount of liquid that you need is way off compared to normal flour, so that's another project for another day. Anyways, that is it tonight. I think I'll have another cup of water, but nothing else to eat. And I'm gonna put the lid on those cookies. Where's the lid? I don't know, but I'll find the lid, so I cannot eat any more today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!